TBI stands for traumatic brain injury, and it's a horribly tough condition that can cause seizures, the inability to talk, and huge gaps in memory. Now, for Peggy Jackson Smith of Ypsilanti, it actually cost her job.
Now, with no job and 2 teenage daughters to support all by herself, that's when Peggy rang up a big DTE energy bill. When her power was shut off, that's when she called Bill Spencer and the Call for Action team.
Just to keep my bathroom warm, I have this blanket, this curtain, and this curtain, just to keep it warm.
Walking into Peggy Jackson Smith's small Ypsilanti home, the first thing you notice is that there are thick sheets and blankets covering every window.
I'm putting up my sheet that covers my window so I can keep the cold air out. And
that's because the rental house where Peggy and her 2 daughters live is full of huge gaps in the windows, which constantly allow cold air to flood in and heat to pour out.
It just kept escaping. Every month the bill was getting higher and higher.
Before she put up those blankets, Peggy was having to pay huge energy bills of $300 a month to DTE Energy. To make matters worse, Peggy can't work anymore because 2 years ago, she suffered a traumatic brain injury in a car accident that nearly killed her.
I seen the EMTs coming, and I could hear the lady say, there's nothing. Whoever's here has to be gone. She thought I was dead. Wow. She thought I was dead.
What that all adds up to is that by this past August, Peggy and her kids had rung up a DTE energy bill of almost $1,200, a bill that Peggy couldn't possibly pay.
While I'm talking to her to set up a payment plan, all of a sudden one of the people come out and shut off my service.
At that point, Peggy called the dedicated members of the Call for Action team. Right away, our volunteers called top officials at DTE Energy, and within 24 hours, Peggy's home was warm again. The electricity turned back on. Not only that, DTE told Peggy to attend one of the utility company's special customer assistance days. A week later, Peggy did just that, and at the event, DTE agreed to wipe out her entire $1,181 delinquent energy bill.
It was paid in full.
All $1,181 bucks.
It was paid in full.
Paid off completely. You owe nothing.
I owe nothing.
Tonight, I want to thank DTE Energy for all they did in this case. A DTE spokesman tells us, quote, "We are very happy to help Mrs. Jackson Smith. Our customers come first, and whenever we can, we try our best to get them what they need as quickly as possible." And please don't forget the huge fundraising event going on all day tomorrow at Real Barbecue in Canton, Michigan. Earlier this week, we told you about the massive medical bills facing Joanne Savage. She's a widowed mother of 3 boys. Her husband died 1 year ago after battling cancer. Now Joanne is fighting the very same life and death battle of fighting against stomach cancer. So tomorrow, the owners of Real Barbecue in Canton are giving 50% of everything they sell to Joanne. The fundraising event for Joanne will be held tomorrow at Real Barbecue at the corner of Ford Road and Lily Roads. That's in Canton. It starts at 11 a.m. and ends at 1 o'clock in the morning. Come by, buy some barbecue, enjoy yourself, and help out Joanne and her family. I'm Bill Spencer, the Call for Action team.